Hey everyone, today is Tuesday, so it's time for some meditative writing. Hey everyone, thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. For those of you who are new, I'm Delilah and welcome to my channel. On my channel, I upload content that motivates and inspires and encourages you to use the power of your mind to reach, achieve, succeed, and grow in all of your dreams, your goals, and ambitions. Today is Tuesday, and on Tuesdays, I give you guys meditative writing prompts for you to reflect on and write about. Now, if you've never done meditative writing before, I think you're gonna really like today's session. It's more of an introduction. I will tell you what meditative writing is all about, how you can do it, and how you can use meditative writing and mindful journaling as a tool for self-reflection and to build mindfulness and awareness into yourself and into your life. If you've never done meditative writing before, you're probably wondering what it's all about. Is it like journaling? And you may have a lot of questions. And if you do have questions, please feel free to include them in the description, in the box below. Meditative writing is similar to traditional meditation. With traditional meditation, you sit or lay down, clear your mind, and you focus on your breathing or you focus on a mantra for about 15 to 20 minutes. When you're in meditation, if you have a thought or a feeling that you become aware of, you acknowledge it, you observe it, and then you let it drift off and float away and, let it go. With writing meditation, it's a form of meditation. The difference here is that you're writing, obviously, but when you have a thought or when you have a memory or a feeling or an emotion, you acknowledge it, you observe it, but instead of letting it float away, you're actually letting it flow out of you through your pen and onto some paper. And the whole purpose of meditative writing is to just let your thoughts and your ideas and your feelings and your emotions come out of you and into your journal. Now, this is obviously a big stress reliever because you, instead of having those thoughts stick in your head and stay there, you give them a chance to come out for you to observe and for you to reflect on later on. So let's say that you are working through a challenge or a problem in your life. When you do meditative writing, you get a chance to let thoughts and those feelings that you have at the moment flow out of you so that you can observe and make connections. Is there a thought in your mind that is contributing to this challenge or this problem? On the flip side, if you have a goal that you're looking to accomplish, doing meditative writing for a few minutes allows you to see if there's any thought patterns that you've got going on in your head that is either holding you back, maybe a limiting thought, maybe a limiting idea that you had in your mind that you needed to bring out and address and confront. But I think the most powerful aspect of meditative writing is not just uncovering thought patterns or negative thought patterns, but to allow your subconscious mind to reveal solutions to help you move forward. So if there is a challenge that you're facing, or if there is a goal that you're looking to accomplish, meditative writing can help you find ways forward that you never considered before. By just allowing those thoughts to flow out of you, it can help you move a lot further in your life. Most importantly, I think that when you do meditative writing, you give yourself a chance to express yourself in your own style, in your own way. Just let those ideas come out. And we typically don't get a chance to do that when we communicate with one another. When we are out and we're speaking to one another, our thoughts and our ideas are structured in a way to make us sound normal to others, okay? So when you see someone, you may have these thoughts in your mind, but when they come out, they're not quite the way they're in your mind. They're more refined. Your ideas are more refined so that we make sense to one another. But when you do meditative writing, those thoughts can come out the way they're in your head. They don't have to make sense. They don't have to be grammarly correct or whatever. They just come out the way that they are in their raw, unrefined thoughts and ideas. Now, the wonderful thing about meditative journaling is that you really don't need much to get started. You can do this anywhere, anytime. With Tuesdays, there are structured sessions, so I'll provide the prompts and I'll provide the sound ambience. But you can do meditative journaling anywhere, anytime you feel you want to release thoughts in your mind, anytime you need to blow off some steam, you can grab a pen, a pad, and start writing. Now, the nice thing about meditative writing is that it's really simple to do and you don't need a lot of equipment. The only thing that you will need is some paper, so you can use a spiral notebook like I do. You can also use a legal pad. I like to use paper that has wide rule. I just want a lot of space when I write. If you want to, you can use your bullet journal. I have a bullet journal to plan with. But I don't like to use a bullet journal for meditative writing. I feel like the dots are too small and they're so hard to see. And when I write, I don't want to focus on, staying neat and organized. It's really I want to stay mindful and observant of my thoughts, and I don't want to focus on the paper here. So I like to use bullet journaling for planning and for to-do lists, but not necessarily for meditative writing. Another thing that you're going to want, obviously, is a pen. And you can choose a pen that you feel connected with, that you like to hold and it feels good in your hand. I have learned to use whatever pen that is near me, because if I had a pen I was connected with, it would disappear into a void. So I've just picked up a nice flowy pen that will write easy, and that works fine for me. But pick whatever pen works best for you. Another thing that you might want to consider when you are doing meditative writing is sound ambience. And basically sound ambience can be either music, maybe classical or jazz. Sound ambience could be the outside, nature sounds, like the sound of people talking in the background or the sound of the birds chirping. Now, during the meditative writing prompts that we do together, I will be providing the sound ambience for you if you want. So you can put on your headphones and listen to either soundscapes that I'm using for the session, or maybe just simple white noise to help you tune things out. I'll also be using brainwave entrainment for the sound ambience that goes along with this session. With the brainwave entrainment that I embed with the soundtrack, it will allow you to enter a meditative state to make it easier for you to visualize and to see what's going on into your mind, but still maintain an alert state of mind so that you are able to write down what you see. With meditation, your body, your mind, and your soul really drifts off into a meditative state. With meditative writing, there's a little bit of a separation where your mind is in a meditative state where you observe your thoughts, but your body is still in a level of awareness that allows you to write down what you see. Before we get started with our first meditative writing exercise, I have a few suggestions that you can keep in mind and remember as you do this to make the most out of your session. First of all, it's important to remember that meditative writing is a form of meditation. So that means, just like with meditation, when you become aware of a thought, to observe it, to acknowledge it, uncensored and without judgment. So you are watching and observing those thoughts from a point of view of non-judgment. It's important to remember during these sessions that when you are writing during your meditative writing session, there's a reason why your subconscious, why your deep mind is showing you the thoughts and the feelings and the memories or the ideas. There's a reason why it's showing it to you. And during your meditative writing session, it's not the time for you to be analyzing or judging those thoughts. During meditative writing, your hand is basically an interpreter between your subconscious and your conscious. You write out those thoughts, and then after you're done, After you're done with the session, you can put your pen down, grab some water, and then use that time to read and analyze those thoughts, and then make connections between the thoughts and what's happening in your world, and then make decisions on what you need to do to either move past that challenge or move closer toward that goal. But that only happens after you're done. During your session, your sole intention should just be to write what you see in your mind or how you feel. The second tip I have for you when you do this meditative writing exercise, or when you do meditative writing, is to keep your pen moving for the entire time. And for a lot of you who either may not be used to writing or are not used to meditative writing, this can be a challenging thing. Think of meditative writing as writing with a pen, okay? When you first pick up a pen and begin to write, the ink may not flow right away. It might be, you might write, but nothing comes out, okay? But when that happens, you still move your pen, because the more you move your pen, the ink begins to warm up, and then the ink begins to flow, okay? So the same thing with this meditative writing exercise. When you first sit down for a writing prompt, the ink might be a little dry, but keep moving your pen. You might want to doodle, you might want to scribble, it might begin with a word, or it might begin with a thought, but keep moving your pen. And then over time, the more you do meditative writing, the more you do this, the easier it gets. You might notice that in the beginning, the first few minutes, maybe a few words come out, but then the more you get into a meditative trance, the more your mind opens and the more you see in, the thoughts and the feelings and the emotions begin to flow out, and then you'll be writing. And the next thing you know, 15 minutes has passed by and you're still wanting to write and you don't want to stop. So be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and understand that sometimes you just have to give your mind that avenue to let the ideas and the thoughts come out. And maybe for a lot of you, it's been a while since you let your thoughts come out unrefined and uncensored. So give yourself some time to get used to this. You're going to find this activity addictive and fun. So stick with it, and you will be surprised what you see and what lessons you learn and what things you discover about yourself through this activity. So if you're ready to get started, go ahead and grab your spiral notebook. Go ahead and grab a pen and find a quiet place, and let's begin.
This meditative writing session is a time for you to dig deep into your authentic self. Begin by closing your eyes and taking a few deep cleansing breaths in and out. Begin to become aware of your breathing. And as you breathe in and out, feel your body, your mind, and your soul relaxing and letting go. Now, imagine in front of you a door that leads into your deep mind. Imagine yourself reaching forward and opening this door, allowing you to look inside and observe thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions. The more you relax, the more you observe. Now, when you are ready, open your eyes and write what you observe for 5 minutes. Keep your pen moving for the entire time, and I will let you know when it is time to return. to come out of this meditative state. Take a deep cleansing breath and stretch your body in comfort and bliss. And allow yourself to become aware of any connections, lessons, and takeaways from this session.
So how was it? What was that like? Did you enjoy your time? Was it easy to start writing? Let me know in the comments section below. I'm really interested to read what went on during this session. I will have a brand new writing prompt for you next Tuesday, so come back and be ready to write. If you want, you can continue the same session throughout the week to give yourself a little bit more practice and to become more aware and mindful of meditative writing. But next week I'll have a brand new writing prompt for you to reflect on. So if you haven't already done so, please remember to hit that little subscribe button and the bell next to it. When you push the bell icon, it will just alert you when I publish a video. So then you'll be the first to watch, and you'll be the first to comment on these videos and the first to leave their feedback as to what their experience was like. So until next time, thank you so much for joining and participating with me with this session. I hope you enjoyed this session, and I hope that you became more aware of what's going on in here. Okay? And until next time, remember that you have the power within you to reach, achieve, succeed, and grow in all of your dreams, your goals, and ambitions.